We're 43rd in terms of the amount of research grants and contracts and expenditures. So, and we provide $4.4 billion of annual income every year. And it is our pleasure to have both representatives here and to be able to show Representative Pallone our great facility. And it's for the nation to use. It's for the nation to use. I'd just like to turn this over to our great Representative Kathy Castor.
Well, thank you, President Genshaft. It's exciting to be here, to be back at Camels today. You know, the Tampa Bay area has now emerged as one of the health innovation capitals across the United States. And it's largely been the University of South Florida that's been the catalyst to make that happen, along with the other great medical research institutes here in the Tampa Bay area. But Camels is the best example of that because it combines research with innovation, combines education with professionalism and ethics in the medical profession. Now, there's a lot of change going on in healthcare right now, and part of the new emphasis is on the quality of care. So what we're able to do here in Camel is train the modern healthcare workforce of tomorrow to be as technologically advanced and skilled as possible, but also to retrain all of those doctors, nurses, therapists from across the country in all of the new technology. It's all right here in Tampa at Camels by USF. So thanks for the tour today. But I'm very pleased to have a champion in health policy with me today, the ranking member of the Health Subcommittee, the committee I sit on, the Energy and Commerce Committee. It's the best committee in the Congress. It has the widest jurisdiction, but health policy is at the center of the Energy and Commerce Committee. It's Medicare, Medicaid, all the NIH grants, National Science Foundation, public health, the FDA. So many of those issues come together right here at Camels. And I'm really proud that our fearless leader, ranking member Frank Pallone from New Jersey, is able to tour Camels, learn a little bit about what's going on here. So I'm going to turn it over to Congressman Pallone. I think you'll find his impressions to be very interesting. What do you see today?
Well, first of all, I want to thank the President. I want to thank, in particular, Congresswoman Castor for inviting me to come down here. She, as you know, is on the Health Subcommittee with me, but she really concentrates a lot of her attention in Washington on healthcare issues and quality of care and innovation. And she's mentioned this Camels before to me and said, you know, you have to come down and see it. I was tremendously impressed today, I have to tell you, because I've never seen a facility like this. Congresswoman Castor and I work on a lot of the issues that, you know, we saw represented here today. The whole idea of providing better practical training, that was what I think most impressed me. Is a lot of times doctors, of course, get training, they go back for a course here or there, but where they can actually come to a place and get practical training, you know, either using simulation exercises or, you know, the various things that we saw. I just wanted to mention three things, if I could, that impressed me, Kathy. One was when we went into the room where they had the mannequin that was a soldier that suffered serious injuries, presumably in Afghanistan. And the fact that a doctor could come in there, or a health professional, and actually simulate maybe that they were in Afghanistan. We could hear the helicopters, the sounds of the helicopters, so that they actually could sort of witness, if you will, what it might be like to be in Kandahar or somewhere in Afghanistan. And then we just left a facility, I think it was called a hybrid facility. I'd never seen anything like that, where you know, you might come in for a particular operation, but then because of complications, that the team that did, for example, a valve operation on your heart would have to leave and be replaced by a team that maybe addressed another problem that arose during that operation. I guess that's the hybrid aspect of it. I've never seen that before. I mean, that is a real innovation, and that's being actually, people being trained to use that kind of a facility here in Tampa. And then I guess the most amazing thing was because Congresswoman and I deal a lot with the FDA and medical devices come under the jurisdiction of our committee, was was to see how FDA approval for medical devices was being certified here. One of the concerns that we hear all the time is that the FDA process doesn't move fast enough. And of course, if you're going to be innovative, which is what the Congresswoman is saying is so important, you have to be able to move quickly if there's a new medical device and you want it to be approved. And they actually, on a regular basis, do certification and testing and approval of these medical devices. So these are all things that are happening in Camels, which I think are tremendously impressive. And I have to tell you,